Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking in. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. Please do not forget to click on your subscribe button. Your subscribe button is just below this video. Please subscribe to my channel. After subscribing, I'm also going to beg you to click on your bell notification. Your bell notification is just beside the subscribe button and you'll be able to see it after you might have subscribed. Thank you so much to all my amazing subscribers. You guys are the best. God bless you.
I've never been exposed like this before.
I always say something on my channel. If you have been on my channel for a long time and you watch my video consistently, you will know that there is something I always say about Ghana or Ghanaians being so welcoming. You're a foreigner in Ghana. One thing that I'm promising you is for one day you will never feel bad about your decision of living in Ghana. Then another thing is, if you know within you that you are doing the right thing, you're obeying the laws, and you are doing a genuine business or working genuinely to make ends meet in Ghana, you are not going to regret your stay in Ghana. So I have this video today where a foreigner who moved to Ghana was being interviewed, and she was like, even if you give me $1 million, I am not going to leave Ghana to US or to any other country. That she have come to stay in Ghana, that she loves the peace that she is enjoying in Ghana. And this is such an emotional thing. Okay, I also have other videos of people sharing their experiences in Ghana, the Black Americans sharing their experiences and how humbly that they feel as a Black when they are in Ghana. If you have lived in Ghana or if you're currently living in Ghana as a foreigner, you should know this. Ghanaians are welcoming. As long as you keep your own part of the game, you are going to be a good person. Like, you're not going to be a betrayer, you're going to be humble, you're going to be welcoming as well. So because they have this trait that if Ghanaian feels like they are being too good to you, but then on the other side you are showing them the opposite, they are going to withdraw at a point. So but then if you are very good, you are going to succeed in Ghana. So yeah, I'm going to leave you.
I wouldn't go back. For $100 an hour job, I wouldn't go back.
Interesting.
I would not go back at all. Getting up in the morning, doing what you have to do, and rushing to go and punch the clock to make somebody else rich. You get to decide what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. And us, we work really hard. So it pays off because we're working for ourselves instead of giving all our energy and everything to somebody else to make them rich so they can live a good life. In the US, we're kind of groomed to be an employee, you know, work for someone.
Like my friend said, he's in Ohio. He said, I have tried four times and I have to go back.
Really?
Yeah, 4 times. He said, man, I wish I can do it. Everybody wanted to come home. About 90%. Who wanted to get up in the morning and go and clock and, I mean, stress? Yeah, no, everybody wanted to come home, but they're scared that when they get home, the money will get finished and then they have to go back. You know, when you are in overseas, you might think that people like you, family members love you, but when you come here and stay, their attitude is different. Yeah, I think Ghana is expensive. Ghana is not what you think. When you convert the money to dollars, you might think that it's not expensive, but the money runs like river. So when you come and think that Ghana is cheap and you are coming to spend your money, like United States, you can't last. You will go back. Now, I don't think about to become a millionaire. I just want to live my simple life. If I can buy something, whatever I want, I can buy it. I'm okay. I don't want to be a millionaire. No.
So I went to Ghana for 2 months. I never really came back until, told my story about what I experienced. It was my first time in Africa. It was my first time in Ghana. It was literally my first time traveling outside of the country on my own. It was a really big thing for me. Of course, a lot of people was scared. Me, yeah, because I'm used to at least having one of my siblings around. But there's this narrative that's being pushed that Africans do not want us in their countries, on the continent. It's a lie. Y'all, I went there and all they were saying to me was, you are welcome, you are welcome. These people did not know me, but they took such good care of me. I'm talking about such good care of me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. And sometimes I hear people say, well, crime happened everywhere. But the crazy part is that there's these white people coming to Africa. They're going to the worst parts, the slummiest parts of Africa, and they taking pictures of it. They bringing them and they posting them on America like websites. When we go to Africa, our Google changes and it changes to like the language, the different languages in Ghana. Ewe, tree, different things. God, like it changes, but the food was totally different. The fruit was totally different. The avocados were so huge. $1 for a huge avocado. The meat, the pineapples, what? I had never in my life tasted such good pineapple. The avocados, I just can't get my mind off of it. I lost 20 pounds just from eating the fruits and veggies. And I did eat indomie. I did eat fufu, banku, the tilapia fish had bones. It blew my mind. But I loved it. The people were awesome. The club scene, they say lounge there, it's not club, but it was so fun.
One of the things that have really shocked me about Ghanaians is how polite and how kind and respectful they are. To an extent, I was even telling someone yesterday that I feel like I'm rude. It's so crazy that I don't know how to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ghana is very safe. That I can just walk with my phone not carrying. People are not telling me to take care of my belongings. You are holding these phones here everywhere, especially as a vlogger, compared to how I do it in my country. I have to hold my phone like my life depends on it. People here are more accommodative and friendly to the camera. I feel like if you are a solo traveler and you're starting to travel in a solo country, the first one, even as a female, as a black person, I would recommend Ghana. Because when you're traveling, there's so many things you need to have in your head. You need to figure out your location. Is the internet working? There's so many things. So if you can reduce the amount of, I've been walking out in the streets at night and I feel safe.
Bro, when I went to Ghana, that was the first time I felt like just a black man.
Yeah.
I'm not a black man who's a threat. I'm not a black man that is ghetto because he's wearing a do-rag.
Yeah.
I'm not a black man that's uneducated.
Yeah.
I'm not a black man that's trying to rob you.
Yeah.
I'm just a black man.
Yeah.
That was the first time in my life that I literally walked outside in society and I felt no pressure to try and conform to what I think people's perceptions of me are.
Right.
And I think we carry that weight so often,
it's crazy,
that we don't realize how heavy it is until we don't have to carry it anymore, bro.
Man.
When I went to Ghana, that was the first time I felt like just a black man.
Yeah.
I'm not a black man who's a threat. I'm not a black man that is ghetto because he's wearing a do-rag.
Yeah.
I'm not a black man that's uneducated.
Yeah.
I'm not a black man that's trying to rob you.
Yeah.
I'm just...
What is something I wouldn't believe about you?
I grew up in Ghana. My parents worked for the Salvation Army, followed them around in my youth, and found out my real name is Kofi. And I haven't stopped eating jollof and doing Afrobeats dancing ever since. I loved it. I loved the people. There was a real healthy sense of masculinity, actually, I learned there. I've just been quite happy and being open, and I'm not afraid to hold a man's hand or all that kind of stuff. Coming back here, I think a lot of people are struggling to find a foothold in understanding other cultures. I felt very lucky that I was just there. I had it.
What do you feel like is the biggest life lesson you gained from your upbringing in Ghana?
As long as you love yourself and you've got love for the world, you've always got love in your life. That's something I feel like I learned from there by the way I was greeted. And when I go back, I'm Kofi, I'm brethren.
There is always one thing common among these foreigners that share their experiences of living in Ghana or how they are being treated in Ghana. It's always the excitement in their hearts, like you can feel that they are genuinely happy or how they are being treated in Ghana. This will tell you that truly Ghanaians are good people, because someone can share the story about how he's been treated and then the second person will share the same story. That means something really good is happening in that country. If you watch up to this moment, I'm going to say thank you so much for your constant support on my channel. I honestly do not take that for granted. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm going to see you on my next one, but please do not forget to share your thoughts on the comment section. I love you. Bye.
I feel it right.